The story begins with Natsumi, who is buying a drink and thinking about what happened to Himari. In the last episode, Himari had said that she would no longer stay friends with him. Natsumi, out of habit, buys 2 drinks instead of 1 and gives one to Himari in class. Himari thinks to herself that she knew Natsumi wouldn't be able to avoid talking to her, while Natsumi is thinking that he won't talk to her and will teach her a lesson. Natsumi then takes out a snack packet and says, "This is too much. Who should I share this with?" trying to make Himari jealous. But Himari doesn't pay attention, which surprises Natsumi. He wonders why she's ignoring him. Then Himari pretends to cry, and the whole class looks at Natsumi, clearly angry. Natsumi thinks that she knows how to use her tears like magic, and as a fun way, Himari is actually quite cute. Natsumi checks his phone and sees that Himari has sent an email saying that Natsumi wants to leave Tokyo. Natsumi is shocked upon reading this and yells at Himari. Himari gives a strange reaction and Natsumi goes looking for her, but she suddenly runs away. It starts raining and Ren shows Natsumi the phone where Himari's message is written, "I'm leaving Tokyo and you should stay with Natsumi." Ren feels guilty, thinking it's her fault, but Natsumi assures her that it's not her fault. The two then make a plan to catch Himari by tempting her. They hide in the grass, thinking they'll catch her, but Himari is faster. She quickly comes over, takes the drink and a cookie, and runs away. Natsumi chases after her and finally catches her. He asks, "What are you doing?" Himari suddenly slaps him on the cheek and says, "Stop bothering me." Natsumi responds, "Who's bothering whom? You spilled juice on me yesterday, now you're annoying me and you're texting Rin that you're leaving Tokyo and I should stay with Natsumi. And you're saying I'm bothering you?" Himari turns her face away and Natsumi tries to turn it back. This leads to a bit of pushing, and in the scuffle, Himari's pendant falls and breaks because of Natsumi. Himari sits down, upset, holding the pendant, and Natsumi says, "It's your fault. If you hadn't pushed, it wouldn't have broken." Himari begins to cry and says, "You just use me like a tool for your own benefit." Natsumi denies it, but Himari continues, "Now you have a new model and you've accepted her. You promised me you wouldn't replace me with anyone else. I know you like Rin a lot and honestly, I'm happy for both of you. But the problem is I don't want to be your second choice." She takes off the rubber from her pendant, throws it at Natsumi, and runs away. Natsumi just stands there, unable to say anything. Later, Natsumi is sitting alone and Makishima approaches him. He says, "Rin asked me to meet you." Natsumi asks why Maki brought up modeling, and Maki explains that he knows Natsumi is very attracted to Ren, but modeling has nothing to do with it. The real problem in romance isn't being together, it's living together. He advises Natsumi that if he dates Ren, there's no problem. He also adds that Himari probably felt bad about the modeling and is leaving Tokyo to move on from her feelings. If she leaves, Ren will take the blame. Maki says, "I know she's not your childhood friend, but I'm still telling you all this. You need to decide whether you'll stay with Ren or forget Himari." Natsumi thinks to himself, "I can't let Himari leave like this." Then we see Himari at home. Natsumi asks her, "Are you really leaving Tokyo?" She answers, "Yes, you're right." He asks, "But why are you doing this?" And she replies, "There's a reason." Natsumi hangs up the phone, thinking about how he used to make his series alone for 3 years without anyone's help. Then one day, Himari came into his life, and she was special. She promised to always support him in making his accessories. He realizes that if he breaks his promise, she will leave him. Natsumi then asks, "Can you cancel your plan to leave Tokyo?" But Himari refuses. Natsumi says that he wants to apologize for this and acknowledges that he promised her something, and he will never break that promise. After that, he hangs up the phone, but his mind is only thinking about Himari. He realizes that she has always helped him, but he has never helped her in return. He thinks that now he has to fulfill his dreams. Then we see Himari, who was planning something. She was making up an excuse to say she was going to Tokyo. She says she got Natsumi tangled in her plan and now she will trouble him a lot. But then, she remembers the pendant and starts venting her frustration on the doll. She's angry about the pendant breaking. She thinks that Natsumi will first apologize to her. Then she will help him with his accessories. And after that, he will come to kiss her. She imagines all of this. The next day, Himari waits for Natsumi to apologize, but during class, Natsumi doesn't even acknowledge her. In the drawing class, Himari keeps looking at Natsumi, but he doesn't respond. He didn't even go to her during lunch. Later, she waits for a phone call, thinking Natsumi will definitely call her, but the night passes and Natsumi hasn't called yet. She thinks that maybe he was upset after hearing about Tokyo and decides she will call him and forgive him. But then Himari sees that Natsumi is having ice cream with Ren as if on a date. This makes Himari really sad, and she wonders if Natsumi isn't affected by her saying she would leave for Tokyo. Back at home, Himari's brother notices she's been acting distant lately and asks if everything is okay. Himari says she's preparing for exams. Her brother then insists she eat something he made. While going to get her food, Himari hears her brother shout that she's leaving for Tokyo. She gets scared and he continues yelling, questioning if she's really going to leave them all behind. Himari apologizes repeatedly, and then the conversation turns to Ren's sister, who Himari's brother hates. He accuses Himari of being in it just for fun, and now that she's bored, she's trying to leave. He continues to argue with her, pulling her hair. Himari, frustrated, says she's decided to end her feelings and asks if he wants her to only think about others and never herself. Her brother falls silent, then tells her to decide whether she wants to think about Natsumi or herself. He goes on to talk about his work, explaining that despite the hardships and insults, he continues to work because it will eventually pay off. Later, in class, Himari tells Natsumi that she needs to talk to him. Natsumi invites her to the science lab. There, Himari is unsure how to start the conversation. She asks if he wants to say something first, but Natsumi gives her an envelope. Inside, he tells her that he is willing to leave school and go to Tokyo with her. No matter where she goes, he will be there. He also says she's very important in his life. Himari is confused and asks why he's saying that when he still needs to make accessories. Natsumi replies that if she's not around, he won't enjoy making flower accessories. Himari begins recalling all the good times they spent together and says that she really enjoys spending time with him. She tells him not to worry about her leaving school. Natsumi is surprised and asks what she means. Then Himari says that she feels so close to him that it feels like they're gonna kiss. She admits she wants to be with him like they were before and asks if he will choose her again as his model. Natsumi agrees, and then he gives her a ring made from the broken pendant, symbolizing that he's made something new for her. He says that she's special to him, unlike others. Later, Himari acts like she used to, sitting on Natsumi's back, teasing him. She asks him to quickly put the ring on her finger. Natsumi tells her she can do it herself, but Himari insists he should do it. He puts the ring on her finger and she feels very happy. She playfully tells him that if he's still single by the time he's 30, he should choose her. Natsumi responds that he will never stay single. Then we see Himari washing her face, thinking that she has once again become good friends with Natsumi. She goes outside and is met by two girls who ask if Natsumi is the one she's always with. They show her a photo of Natsumi and Himari is surprised. Meanwhile, Natsumi is seen writing a thank you note to a girl, telling her that he's glad to have helped her. He is also thinking about Himari and how he cannot tell her about the meaning of the purple tulip flower. He reflects that if he ever gets the chance, he will tell her one day. And that concludes the episode. It's clear that Natsumi is starting to develop feelings for Himari, and the next twist in the story will be very interesting. Who will Natsumi choose? I already know the answer since I read ahead, but I won't spoil it for you. Keep watching the episodes to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. See you in the next video. Goodbye.